Hey everyone. So let me ask you a question. Do you ever feel like you're interested in, well, everything? Like you're being pulled in a dozen different directions at once? If that sounds like you, then you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to dive into how to manage all those passions and actually turn them into your greatest strength using a really powerful strategy called the S.C.A.L.E framework.
So, does this feel familiar? Your curiosity is always sparking, leading you down some new, exciting path. One week it's learning guitar, the next you're deep into a coding course, and then maybe you're trying to write a novel. It can feel a little chaotic, right? And maybe you even feel a little guilty, like you're not focusing enough on any one thing. But what if I told you that having all those interests isn't a weakness at all? What if it's actually a sign of a fast, adaptive mind? Seriously, this isn't some kind of flaw or a lack of focus. It's a superpower just waiting for you to unlock it. Okay, so let's really get into this. We're going to explore this incredible idea of the M-shaped mind. Now, this is a way of thinking where all your diverse skills don't just sit there separately. Instead, they start to connect and weave together, creating something so unique and valuable that literally no one else can copy it.
But to really get why this M-shaped mind is so critical right now, we've got to take a quick look back. See, the world has changed dramatically, and the kind of skills that you need to thrive have changed right along with it. The idea of the perfect learner has totally evolved.
So back in our grandparents' time, the ideal was the I-shaped learner. You became an expert in one thing, and you did that for your whole career. Simple. Then, as the world got more complex, the T-shaped learner became the hot ticket. You still had your deep expertise, but you also had a broad knowledge of other areas. But today, the real game changers are the M-shaped learners. These are the people who build multiple deep pillars of expertise and then connect them with these bridges of curiosity.
And this idea of connecting different fields has incredible power. Check out the story of the Japanese bullet train. The lead engineer, a guy named Eiji Nakatsu, had this huge problem. Every time the train exited a tunnel, it created this massive, loud sonic boom. The solution didn't come from an engineering textbook. It came from his hobby, bird watching. He brilliantly realized a kingfisher's beak cuts through the air with almost no splash, so he modeled the train's nose on it. Problem solved. It became the quietest, high-speed train in the world.
And if you think that's cool, the M-shaped mind takes this to a whole new level. Take J.C. Bose. The man was a physicist, a biologist, a botanist, an archaeologist, and a writer. Wow! By merging these totally separate fields, he invented the crucigraph, and with it, he scientifically proved that plants have electrical responses, that they can actually feel pain. That's the kind of breakthrough that only happens when you have deep knowledge in multiple areas.
So here's the billion-dollar question, right? How can you become an M-shaped learner? How do you actually build a career where you have like 20 times less competition? Well, that's where the S.C.A.L.E framework comes in. It's a set of 5 super practical habits to turn all those interests into real, tangible success.
So here it is, the S.C.A.L.E framework. It's an acronym, and the 5 pillars are S for self-learning sequence, C for convert your free time, A for adapt to failure and switch, L for learn deeply, and E for every effort counts. So let's break down exactly what each of these really means.
Okay, first up, S for self-learning sequence. And the key here is so simple but so important. You can't build all the pillars of your M at the same time. If you try to learn AI prompting and write a screenplay and master the piano all at once, you're just going to burn out. Learning is sequential, one thing after another, not all at the same time.
Just look at Mozart. He didn't just dabble. When he got obsessed with the violin, he played for 12 hours a day. He went all in. Then, when his passion shifted over to the piano, he dove into that with the same total focus. It was only after he'd built those deep, separate skills that he combined them to write his masterpieces. The lesson is clear. Focus on one extra skill at a time.
All right, next up is C, which stands for convert your free time. Now, think about it. Most people scroll through social media to unwind. M-shaped learners, though, use that same downtime to explore a new skill. But, and this is crucial, it has to be fun. This isn't about adding more work to your plate, it's about playful exploration.
You are not going to believe this story. There's a scientist named Andre Game. His idea of a good time was doing these random Saturday night experiments. So one night, just for kicks, he starts messing around with some graphite from a regular pencil and a piece of Scotch tape. Well, that little playful experiment led to the discovery of graphene, a material that's 200 times stronger than steel, and it won him a Nobel Prize.
all from learning for fun.
This brings us to the third habit, and it's perfectly captured by this quote right here. Failing with dedication is a good thing. This is our A, adapt to failure and switch. It's not just okay to fail, it's absolutely essential, as long as you really gave it your all first.
Think about Roger Federer. Before he was the tennis GOT, he played everything: football, badminton, even wrestling. And all of that gave him this incredible unseen advantage. Badminton built his lightning-fast reflexes. Football perfected his footwork. If he had only played tennis from day one, he might never have become the legend he is. Every one of those failures or switches was actually preparing him for greatness.
The fourth habit is L, and this one is so important. Learn deeply. This means you choose the struggle over the shortcut. You know that feeling when you're wrestling with a really hard concept and it feels like you're slow and not making progress? Well, what's actually happening is you are literally rewiring your brain for long-term memory. It's tough, but while others who took the shortcut will forget, you'll remember.
And finally, we have E. Every effort counts. This one is for anyone out there who feels guilty about that half-finished project or that hobby you abandoned. Listen up. Those are not failures. Think of them as deposits you've made into your experience bank. And trust me, one day you're going to make a huge withdrawal.
I mean, just think about this for a second. Leonardo da Vinci, one of the greatest minds in all of human history, left half of his paintings unfinished, 50%. But the knowledge of anatomy, of physics, of light that he gained while working on them, that's what fueled his other world-changing inventions. Absolutely nothing was wasted.
So I really want you to try and reframe how you see your life. It's not one long, complicated novel where you feel like you're losing the plot. No. According to this M-shaped system, your life is a collection of short stories, and each one is complete and powerful in its own right.
I mean, look at Arnold Schwarzenegger's life. It's like 3 distinct acts. Act 1, the world's greatest bodybuilder. He takes that insane discipline into Act 2, becoming a global movie star. Then he takes the communication skills he learned as an actor and applies them to Act 3, becoming the governor of California. Each story built on the last, creating a life that no one could have possibly predicted.
And this brings us to a really critical question for right here, right now. In this new age of AI where everything is changing so fast, who really has the advantage? Is it the expert with 50 years of experience in the old way, or is it the young, fresh learner who's ready to adapt?
And here's the really good news for you. In the AI era, having a fresh mind is a massive, massive advantage. You don't have to spend years of your life unlearning old rules and outdated habits. You can learn, adapt, and start using these new tools way faster than anyone else. This is your moment.
So, to wrap it all up, let's just run through the S.C.A.L.E framework one last time. S. Learn one extra skill at a time. C. Use your free time to learn just for fun. A. Try hard, don't be afraid to fail, and switch without regret. L. Choose the struggle of deep learning over easy shortcuts. And E. Trust that every single effort counts, and it will all connect one day.
And I want to leave you with this. With the courage to try new things, the action to dive in deep, and the intelligence to connect your unique skills, you can build an absolutely extraordinary life. You are not distracted. You are building your superpower. Now, go out there and use it.